you took over a program that, quite frankly, was not in the best of shape, was not very good, and it was the first 3 years before you were able to get the players in here that you wanted and make the nice move that you've had over the last 5+ years. How many times over the first 3 years of your tenure here did you just kind of go in your office, shake your head, and say, I don't know if this is the right place?
I don't know if I ever actually did that. It was a tough one. I inherited a team that actually had done well, but there was a coaching transition, obviously, and what the coach preferred before me and what I preferred as players. We like different type of players, so. We made that hard decision to rebuild the program. So, I kind of knew that we were going to have a tough stretch ahead of us. I mean, we played with a lot of young players, and it's tough to win games with young players. So it was certainly a challenge. It was a test to kind of the program and the support that we had here as well. And don't get me wrong, it was a little touch and go here, but we kind of had a vision, and we knew which direction we were going to go in, and we continue to push through. And the resources that we have here at Limestone are excellent, which is why we've become one of the dominant teams in the conference year in and year out, because of not only the administrative support, but the financial support that we have as far as budgets and scholarships and things like that. I mean, we fund the program properly, and that certainly helps us do what we're doing. So we were patient and knocked our head against the wall a few times and came out smiling the next day.
Congratulations to you and a great feather in the cap of the program. You have had the opportunity now. You'll serve on the regional committee and also the national NCAA Division II committee. Share some of that with us.
Well, it's been exciting, and to be in charge of the conference, our region, as well as be our national voice for our region has been an enlightening experience. I certainly learned a lot about what it really takes to be contending for the NCAA tournament and things like that, and so it's given us another advantage, I think, and knowledge is power, and to be able to see the inside workings and what needs to be done, and it's kind of why our schedule's a little stronger than it was last year, because it was an area we kind of struggled in. Our strength of schedule, not necessarily our own fault. A couple of teams that are normally strong had some tough years, but that plays a big part in about 3 different categories that affects whether or not we're going to be playing in the postseason. And
it is a rather robust schedule. So since you led into that, maybe some of the changes. Everybody knows, of course, the Conference Carolinas teams, but how about some of the non-conference opponents?
Well, we play our traditional teams where we still have Lander on the schedule. We have Mars Hill on the schedule. And Mars Hill had made it to the tournament last year. We've added 2 strong Peach Belt teams where we have Flagler, who actually advanced to the Elite 8 this year, as well as Clayton State, who's always been a powerhouse. So you can always expect a good battle with those teams. So it's we definitely strengthened that non-conference schedule, and our conference is getting stronger year in and year out. Coker had a fantastic year last year. They're preseason ranked 18th right now, and that's actually the final game of the season at their place under the lights, and I think that will be. It'll be a big game at that point, just depending on, obviously on how healthy both teams stay and what kind of seasons we have. But, I think that game will have some major implications at the end of the season.
Of course, you're now the elder statesman as far as coaching tenure goes on the men's soccer side of things in Conference Carolinas. Let's talk about some of the players that'll make up this year's team.
Yeah, I don't even really know where to begin on that. I mean, we're returning 15 guys from last season, where 11 of those players have seen some, at least half the season as starting players, where we had a couple players that were either coming in off of injury or actually earned some jobs as the season went on. So the experience that we have coming back is fantastic. And then we've got a good core of, we've got 8 field players and 3 goalkeepers coming in to really strengthen us. And, we're really pleased. I think it's a well-rounded recruiting class. And every year can strongly say that we have always gotten a little bit better with our recruiting class from year in and year out, and that's always paid off. And our depth is getting deeper and deeper every year, and that was part of our success last year, is that we were able to deal with injuries and things like that. It's a grueling season. You don't keep the same starting 11 game in and game out. It's near impossible. So it's nice to know that we've got some good, reliable guys to go to in those times of need.